The Broncos are hiring Packers offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett as their head coach.
Ooh.
The Broncos.
Ooh, the
per
plot
Adam
thickens.
Schefter. Tom
The plot
Pelissero
thickens.
of the NFL Network was first to report. Key, what does that mean to you? Is that the first piece in getting Aaron Rodgers to Denver?
What it means to me is that Eric Bieniemy probably will get shot out again this year. But to move past that, it could be. It just depends on what the relationship. What was the relationship between Aaron Rodgers and Hackett, Nathaniel Hackett? Did they have a relationship? Did he deal with him? I know he had the title as offensive coordinator, but who was calling the plays? Was it Matt LaFleur? Was he the game plan? Like, where's the relationship at? Because I haven't heard Aaron Rodgers mention Nathaniel Hackett in any of his post-game interviews or anything that I can find where I've heard him talk about Matt LaFleur.
Jay?
I don't know what that means, man. This whole thing to me, the way Aaron Rodgers said it before, is a beautiful damn mystery. Like, I can't – it's every move now, it seems like for organizations, it's going to be somewhat calculated, Key. But, I don't know what their relationship is.
Well, here's interesting. Okay, let's go to hoops, though, basketball. Did Aaron Rodgers tell the Denver Broncos, I'll tell the Green Bay Packers to trade me to Denver if you hire Nathaniel Hackett?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell him that?
Well, here is something that Aaron Rodgers said Tuesday on the Pat McAfee show. Ready for this?
Dun, dun, dun.
This is a quote. This is a little overdue, to be honest. He's been around the game a long time, referring to Nathaniel Hackett. What he did in Jacksonville, I think, was pure magic, getting them within a quarter of the Super Bowl. He's a great coach. I love spending time with him. He's a fantastic teacher. He's incredible in front of the room. Guys, sometimes, like Jay plays chess. Key, you play chess?
Yes, the big thing with the man.
We should have led with that. I didn't know he said that about him.
If you see someone clear out the space between the king and the rook, they're planning on castling. Like, it ain't that complicated. Guys,
okay. Plan on castling.
How many different spots are there? If we're looking in the AFC, right? Wow. Miami's not what it was. It doesn't look as good. Cleveland is not a sexy destination, but on top of that, it's also not the same team it was. Tennessee is a very interesting thought, Key.
Yeah.
I think that is like a stalking horse, maybe. Like, we should keep our eye on it because it would make them a great team, but we have no indication that Rodgers wants to go to Tennessee. Rodgers' lady is tied to Denver, right? Like, there was a lot of speculation about that because I believe her family is from Denver. I could be wrong about that. I believe that's the case, or Colorado.
West Coast.
The point is they're hiring a guy he's very high on that's his OC. That's going to be the OC there. Guys, it looks like an early indication he's heading to the Broncos.
What's the easiest road to get to the Super Bowl if you're Aaron Rodgers? I'm not going to the AFC. Do you see these dogs in the AFC? And you're talking about in the AFC West? You got to deal with Pat Mahomes twice a year, Justin Herbert twice a year, Derek Carr twice a year, and oh, by the way, you got Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. You want to deal with that? Like, no, come on, dog. I would tell Nathaniel Hackett, hey, bro, man, it's been good. We've had a good relationship. It's nice knowing you, but I need to stay my behind in the NFC where I have a better opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
He would. So what do you think is actually going to happen with Aaron Rodgers? Like, where do you think he stays? Probability that he stays in Green Bay.
Listen, if he had any sense, he would stay in Green Bay. If he had any sense, you would stay in Green Bay. Look what's going on in the division right now, okay? Chicago just hired a new general manager. They're going to hire a new coach. They got Justin Fields. Okay, it is what it is. Minnesota, they just hired a new general manager. So they're rebuilding things there. Detroit, Dan Campbell going in his second year. It's a rebuild project in Detroit. Why in the world would I leave Green Bay? Like what? Like if somebody could explain it to me, let me know something that I'm not saying. Because again, if the objective is to win a Super Bowl, we always talk about with Aaron Rodgers, his legacy, how there's different rooms in the Hall of Fame. If you're trying to add to your legacy, give yourself another chip, I'm not going to the AFC. And in my own division, there's chaos in my own division. The easiest path is with the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, Wood. There's no question about it. But if you don't want to be there for other reasons outside of football, you look at a place like Denver, and I know what you mean by the AFC, but I'm Aaron Rodgers. And on top of that, I know what you mean by the division. Now, when we start stacking up the division, right, and we start looking at team by team within the AFC West, follow me here. The Chargers are a good team. But are they a great team? Is the head coach good? Is he really good? Because he's been there. He may squander Justin Herbert's first several years before he gets fired based on what we've seen from him in his first year. And then when you look at the Raiders, we like Derek Carr, but do we love what the Raiders and how the organization and everything is, and they don't even know who their coach or general manager going to be, and if they like Carr, they got to fix their secondary, blah, 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 blah. Now, the one caveat is Kansas City.
That's a big caveat.
Like the gorilla in the room?
Yes, but here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. If you go back and you look at the Kansas City Chiefs games against the Denver Broncos, Wood, if they had a quarterback outside of Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock, are those games different? Are those games different? Because with those two quarterbacks, they were not far off from the Chargers or the Raiders. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.